What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Let's Work Some More podcast. I'm really excited to be here today with my guest, Mr. Henry. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do?
Yes, what's up, world? Thank you, Kayla, for letting me be on your podcast. First and foremost, I appreciate just the opportunity. But I am Henry Goss Jr. Everybody mostly know me as Henry Amazing. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an author, and I got some other stuff in the works that's coming out. But basically, I'm a guy that believes in himself, and I want to help people go from average to amazing in everything they do.
Awesome, awesome. I love that motto, and I love that you rocking your brand right there. I love his shirts. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, etc. at Henry Amazing. That's HenryAmazin.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's just jump right into it. I kind of switched everything up at the last minute, but I know you quick on your feet, so let's get into it. All right, so the first question I have for you is, what is a mental exercise that you do to combat negative thinking?
That is, ooh, I love that question. And I apologize because you may hear my puppy in the background, people popping fireworks. So
Oh,
his nerves on 10. But I'm so glad you asked me that because the one thing I do is I practice affirmations. So every day I wake up, I say different affirmations and I say things I affirm things that I want to happen, even if my present circumstance doesn't look like that. For instance, the first affirmation I use is perfect day to choose yourself because I believe every single day that you have breath in your body is the perfect day to choose you. And what choosing yourself looks like for me is making sure I do a little bit of exercise, make sure I drink some water because we need water as humans. Yeah, you can drink your teas, your sodas, etc., but water is essential to your body and your soul. Choosing yourself is setting boundaries. Like for instance, for me, yes, I'm an entrepreneur, but I also have a 9 to 5. So I know I'm gonna separate boundaries at work so that once 5 o'clock hits, I'm not touching work stuff. After 5, that's me time. And also, the biggest thing with choosing yourself that I want people to understand is that choosing yourself is not selfish. In fact, you're showing more love to yourself and others when you put yourself first. Because it's like if you're in an airplane, they tell you to secure your oxygen mask before you try to do anything else. So in life, you have to do the same. When you choose yourself and you put yourself first and you pour into yourself, then you'll be able to help others. So affirmations is how I do it.
Kind of like the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to fill yourself up first before it'll be any good to anybody else. And so thank you for that. That was really insightful and well needed and noted. I actually got me a good little tip in there. So thank you, personal one. So my next question for you is, what are 3 keys that you use to put out good content on social media? And let me finish. It's kind of like a 2-part question because I know the pandemic just put a lot of people in a weird kind of funky space for work. And so they were forced to either sell their gifts and talents or some type of service or something without really knowing how to properly brand themselves and, position themselves on, in that space. And so what are 3 keys that I guess that you use to stay consistent and to bring clientele?
All right, so these are my 3 keys to being a consistent content creator. Because although you can create content, if you're not consistent with it, it's pointless in my personal opinion. But my first step is I research. So I'll go to different websites to get ideas. So of course there's buzzsumo.com. That's where you can go and type in a subject and it'll bring up a whole bunch of articles and you can use those articles to help inspire you for what you're gonna do. Also, another website I use is answerthepublic.com. And on Answer the Public, if you type in again a keyword, they will actually show you the questions people have, like the who, the what, the where, the why, the how, related to that topic. Now for the free version, because I use the free, you can only do 3 searches, but I just will close out the window and then reopen it probably sometime later. But Answer the Public, BuzzSumo, YouTube, really just doing as much research as possible around whatever topic you want to talk about. Therefore, that gives you a list of ideas. So that's the first thing. First, I research. Next thing I do, I record. So after I've researched and I've figured out what I want to talk about or what I want to do, that's when I actually go and I record myself. If it's video content, I record myself doing the video. If it's like a graphic, then I'll go in Canva, because Canva is what I use. And although I've used Canva, the free version for a while, I upgraded to Pro because it's just so much easier when you have the Pro version.
And even though
Yeah.
when I have the entire Adobe suite, I still sometimes Canva for
Right. And then I'll say the beautiful thing about Canva is it's quick. Like I'll say for like your as far as my strategy goes, for Instagram and like Twitter graphics, I go on my phone and that's another thing. I do everything on my phone for just about, except I do everything on my phone when it comes to content creation. But Canva is really cool because it allows you to be quick and get the things out versus when you do use the Adobe products, or the Adobe products, you do have to take a little bit more time just because of the quality of work that the Adobe, products is gonna do for you. So I guess I just said all that to say, first I research, then I record, and then the last part is I refine. So that's where I go in and I, edit the videos up, or if it's the graphics, I go back through and I edit it if I, see something I don't like. And after I research, I record, and I refine everything, next thing to do is post it. Cause that's what, and I know that's the fourth, and you only told me 3, but that's part, like the fourth part is so key because I know so many people, me included. Like I used to be like this. I would create great content, right? And I would have it and it's dope, but I wouldn't share it to the world. I wouldn't put it out for people to see. And I believe what the real reason people are hesitant to post and hesitant to show up on social media as their authentic self is because they're chasing perfection instead of progress. So what perfection says, oh, my stuff has to be super duper perfect. Like it gotta look just like a celebrity stuff. Although the celebrity has a whole content team that handles the stuff for them. But you're thinking, oh, I gotta be perfect when I post. And then what the mindset should be is, let me put this content out because through repetition is how I'm gonna get better. Because we learn by doing.
Yeah, right. And that's awesome. That's an awesome point. But something I think a lot of say many influencers and even A-list influencers that they miss is, in order to be able to sell something to somebody, anybody, you have to form a relationship with them. And so it's all about building community. I am building a space for people who like what I have to say, and whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm doing, however I'm doing it, so that eventually I can monetize this audience and I can do what I need to do. That was the major key. So I hope they got their notepads and stuff out, because that was the key. That was a gem. But anyway, okay, it's time for a hot topic.
Okay, bet. Let's get it.
Is Miss Shakari.
Oh man, I love Shakari. Yes.
About give us your take on the situation of her having been kicked out, brought back in. Now, at this point, what do you think?
So first off, I love Shakari, and if she's listening, just know, Shakari, you are great. You are our champion. We love you. We support you, and we are rooting for you in everything you do. When it comes to, like, I understand the rules of the Olympics, right? I get that. I get it. A rule is a rule. However, I do think it's time that the whoever are the decision makers when it comes to that they re-examine their rule, because of course we know athletes can't take performance enhancing drugs, right? But if a substance isn't a performance enhancing drug, I just honestly believe that that shouldn't impact their eligibility to compete, because again, the Olympics is supposed to be the best of the absolute best, right? So if the Olympics is the best of the best, and you have this young woman Sha'Carri, who of course she did use marijuana at the time when she was running. Well, that's what we can suspect, just because she did fail that drug test. But in my mind, if she was able to accomplish what she did while doing, the marijuana, that means when she's not using it, she's even better. So I don't know. I just think for people that really want to compete at the highest level, like if I'm in the Olympics, I'm not happy that Sha'Carri is not in. I'm actually mad because now I don't have true, like I don't have a way to truly show that I am the best. Because in order to be the best, you have to do your thing amongst the best.
Right, right. All
So yeah,
right.
that's my
So,
take, man.
my take on it is pretty much the same. It's just like it's even more. She ran the time with marijuana in her system, because marijuana does not help you run fast at
It
all.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
If
It
any, it should have been the opposite effect.
does a lot, but it don't help you run. So I'm completely with you there. And so the last quick little question is, what is a life-changing bar? It could be a bar from Napoleon Hill. It could be a bar from Jay-Z, but a life-changing bar that really made you like, look at life differently or start doing it differently. Like totally just tore you.
This is tricky because it's so many. But I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna pick one. I think the biggest bar that I have learned that truly changed my life and the trajectory of just my career and everything I'm doing with my brand is to have zero doubt belief in myself. So, of course, when it comes to belief, like everything centers around that. So, when you believe in yourself with zero doubt, because some people believe in themselves, but they have little stress of doubt.
Right.
If you really want to show up and and just really be who you are to your fullest capacity, you can't doubt yourself. The world already is gonna doubt you. Your friends, your family, your environment, they already gonna doubt you. You can't doubt yourself. So that's why you have to believe in yourself with zero doubt belief and validate yourself. And once you get to that point, nothing will stop you. Because now me, like I'm married, but I don't look to my wife to like validate me and believe in me. I believe in myself. I don't look to my parents, my little brother, my friends, my family, social media. I don't look to them to validate me and believe in me because I know what I'm capable of doing. I
Right. And
know
that
who I am.
make you codependent upon, if they don't believe in something that you do believe in, you won't even do it.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
be codependent on other people's energy to fuel your fire. And so, yeah, that's important. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, to all y'all, just believe in yourselves with zero doubt. Like, I promise, when you believe in yourself, you will be able to do every single thing that God has put into your mind and your heart to do.
Thank you so much, Henry, for that. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for dropping these gems and shedding light on some stuff. I just really appreciate you. You're an amazing person. You're not average whatsoever. And I love that about you. So hopefully we can get together again, maybe do some lives or something. And yeah, peace.